I understand how busy you are. If that's really the only time that you can meet, I'll see you then. Thank you.
Give me the purse! Give me the purse!
That's what I'll remember most of you, Mama. Your sweet smile, your generosity. I love you, Mama. And I will hold you in my heart until that day that we meet again, okay? I love you.
Service was lovely.
Thank you for everything, Auntie Phyllis.
Honey, I wouldn't have it any other way. Your mother was my best friend. In fact, why don't I go back to the house? I'll start setting out the food for the reception.
Oh, actually, I've got that. I'll set everything up and get it ready.
All you have to do is show up. Seriously.
Your mother would be so proud of how you handling everything. And remember, I'm right across the street as always if you need anything at all. I love you.
I love you, Auntie.
Looks like half the church turned up.
Mama did a lot of volunteering when Dad passed. Still can't believe she's gone. I don't understand who would have done this.
Come on. Let's get you back to your mama's house.
Okay. And the police don't know anything?
It hasn't been that long yet.
They should have something they could tell me.
Baby, that's a sad-looking cupcake. I'm just saying, you should keep studying medicine. You old.
I cannot carry all my burdens, but I know you can and will. Guide me and help me hold on strong through the trials and tribulations ahead.
miss you, Mama.
One sugar-free double latte and one sugar-full muffin.
Thanks. I really needed this.
Looks like you made some progress.
Feels like I'll never finish.
You know, it's been really nice having you here these past few weeks. Are you sure that you don't want to stay? You could finish up your residency here at St. Vic's with me. We're short on doctors. I could be your nurse.
I'm in the middle of my program at Johns Hopkins, and you know how hard that spot was to get.
I know. Are you expecting company?
Miss Daniels?
Yeah,
Officer Hector Sanchez. You left me a message?
please, come in.
Sure.
Sonia, I'll just finish wrapping everything up in the dining room.
You packing?
Yeah, I don't have a choice. I can't afford the mortgage. I really appreciate you coming by. I was hoping you had an update for me.
Most of the time, any real leads pop up within the first 48 hours of a crime. Like, it's been a few weeks now, and we really, honestly, just don't have anything solid to go on.
What about the security cameras? There must be something on there.
Yeah, no, the perp was wearing a hoodie, and he was too far away from the camera for any kind of an ID.
What about witnesses?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Nobody remembers seeing your mother. It was late, and most of the building had gone home for the day.
It doesn't make any sense. I mean, what would she be doing in a building alone at night? There has to be a reason she was there.
Now, look, if there is, we haven't found it. You know, as far as we can tell, your mother was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. It was a mugging gone bad.
So that's it.
No, I mean, if anything new comes up, of course we'll look into it, but until then,
Officer Sanchez, if you don't mind, I have things to do.
yeah. I mean, look, I really do wish that there was something more I could do. It just... Okay, thank you.
Are you okay?
I can't believe they just gave up like that. Mama deserves so much more. I need to get back to packing. I'm not even close to being done.
Did you want me to start on the photos?
I'm not ready to put those away yet.
Okay.
Sonia, there you are. Hey. I fixed you some of your favorite chicken.
Oh, you didn't have to do that.
Of course I did. Come on, let's get inside before this gets cold.
I'm gonna run out and grab some boxes. I'll be right back. Save me some.
Sorry, we've been packing like crazy. The realtor wants me to have the house show ready before I head back.
You sure are taking on a lot mighty fast. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh, honey, at my age, I have to watch my figure.
These biscuits are delicious. Reminds me of when you used to bring them over every Friday night when I was a little girl.
Your mom and I used to spend every Friday night scrapbooking together. Oh, miss her. She was such a lovely, wonderful, generous person.
She really was.
Oh, listen to me rattling on like this. I have to get home. My nephew's coming over to install one of those security cameras at my front door. He says it'll make me sleep better. I think it's all about making him feel better.
Have there been break-ins?
Yeah, at the Wilkinsons a couple of months ago. Things are changing.
Well, the security camera is a great idea. Thank you for always being there for me, Auntie.
You're like one of my own, Sonia. If you need anything, you know where to find me.
Up here.
Sorry it took me so long. Hey.
Hey. I can't believe Mama kept all these things. I think this was my diaper bag when I was a baby.
That's a designer bag. That's worth a fortune.
Really? How do you know?
My stepmom bought one for her baby. She saw some celebrity with it online or something. Can I see?
Well, then it's definitely not mine. Do you know how practical Mama was? She probably found it at one of those thrift stores she would shop at. Always raising money for the church. Wonder what it was doing with my things.
You should check the pockets.
Yeah.
What is it?
Looks like a birth certificate.
For who?
Someone named Heather Bradley?
Who's that?
I don't know. Daughter of Don Bradley and Olivia Bradley.
Olivia Bradley. She's one of the richest women in town.
Really?
Yeah. What are you doing?
Searching for the name Heather Bradley.
Did you find something?
Church kidnapping remains unsolved. Parents of missing baby plead for her safe return. Why did Mama have this girl's birth certificate?
Well, you said it yourself. Your mom loved the secondhand shop, so they probably just donated the bag after their daughter disappeared.
Yeah, right.
I've got to get to that shift at the hospital. You should probably try and sleep tonight. Promise?
Yeah.
Okay. Sonia? Last night, I had the worst shift ever. This woman started freaking out. Did you sleep at all?
I've been up all night just thinking about this missing baby. Take a look at this. It's an article about the kidnapping. Those poor people. They never found out what happened to their daughter.
You know, if it bothers you this much, you could just give the police a call.
What if they think Mama had something to do with the kidnapping?
Don't be ridiculous. Your mother never even had a speeding ticket.
Do you think this could have had anything to do with what happened to her?
What makes you say that?
I don't know. It's just a feeling.
Okay. I have this friend from tennis, and he used to be a cop, but now he has his own PI agency. And he specializes in helping people find their missing family members. Maybe he can help.
Yeah.
Okay.
You must be Sonia, Missy's friend? I'm Brandon. Brandon Hayes.
Thanks for meeting me on such short notice.
Why don't we continue this in my office?
Yeah.
So you say you found this in your mother's closet?
Yeah, when I was packing her things after the funeral.
Yeah, Missy told me what happened. I'm very sorry.
Are you familiar with the Heather Bradley story, the kidnapping?
Yeah, I looked into it. It's a 25-year-old cold case. Heather's mother, Olivia Bradley, the daughter of Richard Mitchell of Mitchell Strategic Engineering, he made his fortune from supplying guidance systems to the government. Now, Heather's father, Don, took over the company after the CEO, Mark Green, died. Their daughter, Heather, was taken from the church nursery when she was just 4 months old.
I can't imagine.
Why didn't you go to the police with this? This is evidence in a missing persons case.
I'm sorry. I think I made a mistake.
Don't leave, don't leave. We don't have to go to the police.
I know my mother. She's a good woman, a devout Christian. She wouldn't have anything to do with this.
So why'd you come to me?
I can't help but wonder if it might have something to do with her murder.
Well, I could look into this with you. Discreetly. Please have a seat.
So, how do we start?
Well, I'll need to get a copy of your birth certificate.
Well, what for?
It's just a formality. I just want to rule some things out.
I live in Baltimore. It's in a safety deposit box.
Okay, well, I'll have a copy pulled from the county clerk's office.
Okay.
It's a good thing what you're doing, Miss Daniels. We're gonna get to the bottom of this.
There's someone in my house. 5427 Villawood Court. Please hurry.
Doesn't look like anything's missing.
Well, you probably interrupted them.
Well, first my mother and now this.
You put your mom's obituary in the newspaper, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've hit a string of these lately. Seems like somebody's been scanning the obits for easy targets.
Why would someone do that?
I stopped asking myself that question years ago.
Sonia, I came as soon as I could. You okay?
Hayes? Oh, well, this is a surprise.
Yeah, it's been too long.
Yeah.
Hector and I used to be partners back in the day.
Well, that's before Brandon decided that he could actually do better without the Force. So you two know each other?
Yeah. Yeah, a mutual friend introduced us. So what'd you guys find?
Now, Miss Daniels seems to have interrupted them before they had the chance to take anything. I don't think they'll be back anytime soon. If you do find anything missing, give me a call and let me know, okay? see myself, pal. Wrap it up. Let's go.
Thank you for not saying anything.
No, I wouldn't break a client's confidence. Come on. I work for you, remember? Would you feel safe if you stayed at Missy's tonight?
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Okay, well, let me give you a ride. You shouldn't be driving.
You don't have to do that.
No, come on. I'd like to.
Okay, let me just grab a few things.
Okay.
Still don't get why the cops are so quick to dismiss everything. It's like they want to file everything away as fast as possible.
I know. That's why I'm really glad Brandon's helping. He seems nice.
He is. He's been through a lot, though. His wife ran off with his best friend. Yeah, cleaned him out, too. It was awful.
That's terrible.
Yeah. Here you go. You probably used a good night's sleep, huh?
You have no idea. And I just can't help but thinking that, the cops are missing something. With Mama in the garage at night and the diaper bag, it doesn't all feel coincidental.
I think you might be spooked from the break-in, and that you should try and get some sleep. Hey, you're safe here.
Okay.
Okay? And I'm in the next room if you need me.
Okay.
Night. Eat something, hon. You can't have just coffee to keep you going.
Thanks.
You sure you don't want to spend the night again?
I gotta finish packing my mom's house.
Okay, I will leave a key under my mat in case you change your mind. Hey, come on in. Yeah.
How you doing?
Oh, this is a surprise.
I'm just heading to work. Is everything okay?
Yeah, I just need to talk with Sonia for a minute, if that's all right.
Yeah. Hey, my invitation still stands. Bye.
Is everything okay?
My contact at the registry. He tried to pull up your birth certificate.
Tried?
There's no easy way to say this. There's no certificate on file.
What do you mean? I told you I have a copy back home.
There's no record of your mother ever having given birth. Not locally, not anywhere.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
Listen, Sonia, you found a birth certificate in your mother's closet for a missing child who's nearly the exact same age as you are. And now there's no official record of your birth. That certificate that you have, I think it's a fake. I'm sorry.
This is crazy. My mother and father would have never...
Listen, we still don't know anything for sure.
I need answers. Okay, we have to talk to the Bradleys.
I don't think we're there yet.
Brandon, I am not asking. If there's the slightest chance that I'm Heather Bradley, I need to see them.
Okay. If you feel that strongly about it.
Wow, this is impressive.
Mitchell Engineering has been very successful. Mr. Bradley's about to take the company public. It's been all over the news.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Ah, Mr. Bradley. Brandon Hayes with Finding the Lost. We spoke on the phone.
Please call me Don.
All right.
And you must be Sonia Daniels, the woman who found the diaper bag.
I thought it would be the right thing to do, to return the bag.
Well, please, come in. Make yourselves at home.
Will Mrs. Bradley be joining us?
No. Olivia's at the gym right now. The truth is, I'd prefer that she be left out of this for now. As you can imagine, the loss of our daughter was devastating. And I just prefer not to open old wounds for the time being.
Yeah, of course. I haven't discussed with the police yet. We thought it'd be best to let you know first.
I appreciate that. My wife has suffered from extreme anxiety since our daughter disappeared. She's on antidepressants. Involving the police might open everything up again. I don't think that would be a good thing for Olivia right now. Is it, in there?
Yeah.
This is it. This was Heather's bag. I'm sorry, I didn't realize how painful this would be for me. You mentioned something about a birth certificate.
Yeah, I believe it's authentic, but I've sent it out to be verified.
Do you mind if I ask you why your daughter's birth certificate was in the diaper bag?
Well, we'd recently moved. Our mail was being forwarded, so it took longer than usual to arrive. My wife told me she found it in the mailbox on the way to the park with Heather. She'd put it in the bag for safekeeping and forgot all about it until after Heather disappeared. Whoever took our daughter must have taken the diaper bag as well. All these years, my wife never gave up hope. Not even after we adopted our son, Grayson. Grayson, I didn't realize you were home.
Hi. It's nice to meet you.
Well, this certainly is a new approach. I give you credit for your originality. None of the others brought props.
Grayson, please.
I'm sorry, what do you mean?
Who do you think you're fooling? You're just another gold digger, like the rest of them.
Grayson, that's enough. Please accept my sincere apology for my son's behavior.
I'm not gonna stand here and listen to this.
I'm very sorry. It's been hard for him living in his sister's shadow all these years, watching his mother get her hopes up only to be crushed. As you can see, he's become very protective of her.
What did he mean, the rest of them?
Have there been women claiming that they were Heather?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. It's been difficult for Olivia. She wanted so badly to believe they were Heather, but after each DNA test came back negative, well, let's just say being wealthy has its drawbacks. In hindsight, perhaps she shouldn't have offered a reward.
I'm not looking for a reward.
Dawn?
What's the matter with Grayson? He just rushed right by me in a huff. So sorry, I didn't realize you were expecting company. I must look a mess.
We were just finishing up, dear. I would have mentioned that I had a meeting, but I thought you'd still be working with your trainer.
I was getting one of my migraine headaches, so he decided to quit early. You usually tell me when you have a meeting at the house.
Look, why don't you go rest for a bit? I wouldn't want your headache to get worse. Remember what the doctor told you.
Please don't speak to me like I'm a child.
Please excuse me for a moment.
Yeah.
I've tried to put that photo away, but Olivia won't let me. That was Mark Green. Olivia was going to ask him to be Heather's godfather, but he died shortly after that photo was taken. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude, but I think it would be best if you left. Really can't risk upsetting my wife any further.
Yeah, no, we understand. Appreciate you seeing us. Wait, let me go in first. Wait here. I'll make sure it's safe. Clear.
My mother was a rock. She really held it together for the both of us after my father died. They were God-fearing, church-going people. They were good people. Do you think I look like Mrs. Bradley?
Well, that's not really for me to say. We need to do a DNA test and see if it's a match.
If the results come back positive, I don't think I can handle that. What would you do if you were me?
I'm not the person you should be asking for advice.
Why not?
Well, my childhood, I bounced around from one foster home to the next. No expert on family.
I'm sorry, that must have been hard.
Whatever doesn't kill us only makes us stronger, am I right?
Yeah.
So? What do you think?
How do we do the DNA test? Do we need the Bradley's consent?
Police records for the kidnapping mention there being a sample of Heather's DNA on file. I can pull a favor from a friend of mine in the lab. He can keep it confidential, and all he'll need to do is take a swab. I'll take care of this as quickly as possible, all right?
Brandon, I just wanted to say that I really appreciate everything you're doing for me.
You gonna be okay?
I'll be okay.
You know, you can call me if you need anything. Anything at all. All right?
That woman who was here yesterday, who was she?
Business associate.
Are they the ones helping you take the company public? Why do you always insist on keeping me in the dark? My father left this company to me. You know this isn't what he wanted for it.
Your father couldn't have foreseen how much this company would grow. Business is about evolution. We agreed that it was best for me to handle the company's affairs when you gave me power of attorney, didn't we?
I have the right to be involved in this decision.
You know, it's not good for you to get yourself worked up like this. I don't want you to end up in the hospital again. You need to take your pills.
When Mark was CEO, he treated me with respect.
I'm not gonna stand around here listening to this craziness. Take your pill. That's my girl. I just want you to be well, dear. I'll be home for dinner, all right?
Thank goodness. I was so worried. I came by, but you weren't home, and I heard about the break-in. Are you all right?
I'm fine. I stayed at Missy's yesterday just to be safe. I'm so sorry I didn't call you.
It's okay. You have a lot on your mind.
I have to talk to you about something.
Of course. Let me put the kettle on.
Okay. I found something out yesterday. Something that confused me.
And what was that?
It's a long story, but someone at the county clerk's office tried to pull my birth certificate, and it's not on file.
And?
Auntie, did my parents ever mention anything to you that would make you think I was adopted?
I always knew this day would come.
So you knew?
Yes. You were adopted.
Why would my parents keep this from me all these years?
Oh, honey, they wanted to tell you. They did. They just didn't know how. They wanted to wait for the right time, but as the years passed, they realized they'd waited too long.
So they lied to me?
No, they protected you. They never wanted you to doubt who your real family was. Your parents had tried for so long to have a child, but your mama, well, she couldn't conceive.
So who are my birth parents?
I don't know. Your mother hired one of those private adoption attorneys. The only thing he told her was that your birth mother had died when she had you.
Did you ever know the name of the attorney?
Oh, honey, that was a long time ago. I don't know that I ever even knew the name. I don't want to be sticking my nose where it doesn't belong. But your parents raised you with all the love they had to give. If you ask me, nothing else should matter. I'm sorry I had to be the one to tell you.
Me too. Is that the security camera your nephew installed?
Oh, he's quite the handyman. Yeah, it's so small, it's hard to believe it holds up to a week's worth of video.
Auntie, I'm wondering if it maybe recorded the person who tried to break into Mama's house last week.
Oh my goodness, why didn't I think of that?
Can I look at the footage?
By all means.
Ma?
Oh, Grayson. The other day when I saw you in the driveway, there was a woman here. Your father said she was a business associate. I think he was lying to me. Did she say she was Heather?
She's just like the others. Don't even waste your time with her.
What did she say? Grayson, tell me, I need to know.
She's just another lowlife, looking for a handout. I told her to get lost.
What if it's her?
It isn't. Ma, I am not going to let one more person put you through that.
But if what Phyllis told you is true, and the adoption really was private, there's a good chance that the records are sealed along with the names of your birth parents.
Are you kidding?
Oh, my friend at the lab had this sent over. He's gonna run the test under the radar. You just take a swab on the inside of your cheek. Take a couple of days for the test results to get back.
I emailed you footage from Phyllis's security camera. I thought it might have caught the person who tried to break into my mother's house.
You keep this up, and I might be on the market for a partner one day.
I thought I'd head over to the church where Heather was taken, see if anyone remembers seeing anything the day she disappeared. What did you say the name of the church was?
Faith United. You want me to come with?
I got this. Partner. Well, regardless of what happens now, at least we know my parents are innocent in all of this. What?
It's nothing.
It's something. You know, for a PI, you have a terrible poker face.
Well, it's just that, this is my job. You can't ever rule anything out until you have conclusive proof. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. I just, this is...
It's fine. Just call me when you get the results. Excuse me, Pastor?
Well, yes. Yes, how can I help you?
I'm Sonia Daniels.
Nice to meet you, Sonia.
You have a very beautiful church.
Oh, thank you.
Have you been a pastor here for a long time?
Started out as the youth minister. Now, here I am, 30 years later, still shepherding this congregation.
I was hoping you might be able to help me out. I'm doing research for the old Heather Bradley incident for a friend. Were you here when she went missing?
I was, but the police, they did an extensive investigation. They cleared the church of any wrongdoing. If you don't mind, I'd rather not dwell on the past.
No one is implying that the church was responsible in any way. Just trying to make sense of what happened.
Okay. What do you want to know?
Would I be able to speak with the person who ran the nursery back then?
I'm afraid that's not possible. She died a few years ago. It was very sad. She never was able to forgive herself for what happened.
Could you walk me through what happened that day? Whatever you can remember.
Okay. Come this way. This used to be the children's playroom, and that over there was the nursery for the babies. Heather was one of our youngest, so she was separated from the others who were playing while she slept.
How did you keep track of them?
The parents would fill out their names and times when they arrived and left.
Do you still have that?
No, it was decades ago. I'm sure it's been turned over to the police.
When did they realize Heather was missing?
I'm ashamed to say that nobody noticed until the nanny came by to pick her up that afternoon.
Do you remember the nanny's name?
How could I forget? Rebecca Gold.
No one reported seeing any strangers in the church that day?
No, and that always bothered me.
I appreciate you showing me around.
My pleasure. Oh, Sonia, is there anyone you'd want remembered in our evening prayers tonight?
Yes, it's very kind. My mother, Janet Daniels.
Janet Daniels? It rings a bell. I think your mother used to sing in our choir many years ago.
She did?
She changed churches like a lot of others did after Heather disappeared.
She was there, Brandon.
What?
My mother. Like the pastor said she used to sing at the church choir and she left after Heather disappeared.
Well, there's probably a lot of people that left after that. Doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Did you get anything else?
No one remembers seeing any strangers. It was Heather's nanny who realized she was missing.
Okay, did you get her name?
Yeah, Rebecca Gold.
We should talk to her.
When the police have already cleared her?
Maybe they didn't ask the right questions. I'll see if she still lives in town. Maybe she'll meet with us.
Okay. What is that?
Oh, it's from Phyllis's security camera. I was able to isolate the frame of a man who was outside your mother's house during the break-in. It's a little bit blurry, but you see this right here? On his sweatshirt, maybe some sort of a crest. I emailed it to a tech guy I know to see if he could reduce the digital noise. It's a long shot, but maybe it'll help us identify whoever broke into your mother's house. In the meantime, I'm gonna see what I can find on Rebecca Gold.
All right.
You call me if you need anything. Oh, and Sonia. I'm sorry about earlier.
It's okay.
I hope you know you're not alone. I'm here for you.
There's nothing here. Who is it?
Grayson Bradley. You think you could just walk into my family's life and hurt us?
I'm sorry, I was just trying to...
You're not fooling anyone. Back off. My family has already been through enough. So, stay away from us or you're gonna regret it.
Hello?
Is this Rebecca Gold?
Yes, it is. Who's calling?
This is Brandon Hayes with Finding the Lost. I've been hired to look into the Heather Bradley missing persons case.
I thought that was closed years ago.
Well, we've recently found some new evidence that may help us solve what happened to Heather. I was wondering if maybe I could come by tomorrow, ask you a few questions.
I really don't know what kind of help I could be. It was a long time ago, and I've tried really hard to put that behind me.
Miss Gold, please. It would bring the Bradley family some peace to finally know what happened to their little girl.
Okay.
Thanks. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. We got a problem.
Thank you for coming over so quickly.
I can't believe he did that.
Grayson obviously feels really threatened by me. Maybe he thinks I'm after his inheritance. I'm just trying to find the truth, and I have no idea why this is happening.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm sorry. It's just everything going on. I really haven't had any time to grieve.
No, you don't have to apologize.
You've been so kind to me.
I told you I'm here to help. I'm sorry. We shouldn't do that. You know, you're a client.
I don't know what's gotten into me. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine. Just everything is a little complicated right now.
Oh, I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
No, not at all.
I just remembered something that might be important. Last time I saw your mom, we were here scrapbooking, and she got a call.
A call from who?
Well, that's just it. I don't know. She left the room to take it. She never did that. At the time, I didn't think much of it, but when she came back into the room, she seemed really shaken up. You know, I asked her what was wrong. She said she was fine, didn't want to talk about it, so I didn't pry. But whoever it was on the other end of that phone really upset her. It might not mean anything. I don't know, I just thought you should know.
Thank you, Auntie.
Of course. I'd best be going.
What is it?
I just thought of something. My mother had this habit. Whenever someone would call, she would scribble down notes on a notepad. There's nothing here. Hold on a second. I saw someone do this on TV once.
Not bad. It's a phone number. It's disconnected. There's another number there. Looks like it could be part of an address. I'm gonna head to the office, see if I can find out who this number used to belong to. You gonna be okay if I leave you?
Yeah, I'm gonna head to Missy's.
You want me to give you a ride?
I'm good, thanks. You can go ahead.
Sonia? Sonia, hey.
Huh.
Your tea.
Oh, sorry.
You okay?
Yeah, it all feels so surreal. Mama, and then the birth certificate, and now Brandon's doing a DNA test to see if I'm Heather Bradley.
Well, whatever happens, you're still Sonia to me.
Brandon, hi. Did you find something?
Well, it looks like working late paid off. I tracked down that number we found in your mother's notepad to a Joseph Coyle, an attorney who not only handled private adoptions, but also represented Rebecca Gold during the investigation.
You're kidding.
No. And there's more. You're never gonna believe where this guy's office is located. Above the parking garage, where your mother was killed. I'm sorry. I should have known how difficult this would be for you. Let me take you home.
No. I need to do this. I need to know the truth.
We're looking for a Joseph Coyle.
Who's asking?
Brandon Hayes. I'm with Finding the Lost. Looking for some information about an adoption you may have handled.
I don't do adoptions anymore.
Oh, well, this was a long time ago, 25 years. Did you handle them then? The adoptive parents were Terrence and Janet Daniels.
No. No. Doesn't ring a bell. But even if it did, I couldn't tell you anything. Attorney-client privilege. Now, if there's nothing else, I'd like to finish packing.
What's the rush?
Heading down to Florida with the missus. Well-deserved retirement.
I think my mother, Janet Daniels, came to see you a few weeks ago. Your name and address was in her notebook.
Janet Daniels. Isn't that the woman the police came by asking about? Woman who was murdered in our parking garage? Well, like I told them, I don't know her, and I don't know what she was doing here.
I know you're lying.
My name and number is online. Just because she wrote it down doesn't mean a thing.
Let's go.
Did you hear him? How smug he was? He's hiding something.
If he's involved in any way, we'll get to the bottom of it. Let's go talk to Rebecca Gold, see if she can tell us something.
You sure she's expecting us?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I hear music. Maybe she can't hear the door.
All right, let's try around back. Hello? Hello? Stay behind me. Miss Gold.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Don't touch her, don't touch her.
There's no pulse.
See what's happening in the basement. Medical examiner said she's been dead for less than 2 hours. I can't believe you didn't tell me this. You found a missing baby's diaper bag and birth certificate in a dead woman's closet. A woman whose murder I'm investigating, and you didn't tell me?
There's been no clear connection between the bag that Sonia found and Janet Daniels' murder until now.
That's what the police are for. To investigate potential leads.
We were waiting to see if Sonia's DNA was a match with Heather Bradley's.
Look, let's get one thing straight. From this point forward, this is an official police matter. Are we clear?
Look, we both know you're short-handed. Let me help you. Any information I get from here on in, I'll let you know. No more secrets. I want to solve this case as badly as you do.
Everything goes through my department. Everything. Agreed?
Yeah.
Sanchez.
Had we gotten here any sooner, Rebecca might have still been alive.
Well, we might both be dead. You can't blame yourself for this.
You went to the lawyer, and now she's dead. I mean, it can't be a coincidence.
Well, I didn't tell anybody we were coming here.
Well, maybe she told somebody.
Just heard back from the officers they sent to Coils. Turns out he took a vacation to Europe. We're working on finding out where exactly.
So much for Florida.
Yeah, I'm also looking into the whereabouts of Don Olivia and Grayson Bradley. See where they were today. I'm not going to rule out anyone at this point. Whoever did this may come after you, too. So I'm going to station an officer out front of your house just to be safe.
Yeah, good idea.
No, I don't want to put you in any danger.
But you're not staying there by yourself.
I'm not. There's an officer out front. And Brendan offered to stay over.
Okay. Well, you'll promise you'll call me if you need anything, right?
I promise. Thanks for offering to stay over. No, I really hate that I can't feel safe here.
Yeah, no problem.
Do you mind if I say grace?
Not at all.
For food that stays our hunger, for rest that brings us ease, for homes where our memories linger, Lord, we give our thanks for these. Amen. What?
I'm just amazed that with everything going on, you're still able to maintain your faith.
Faith is all I've got left now. My parents always made a big deal of that. You know, holding on to our faith when we didn't know what to do. So, what's your story?
What do you mean?
Well, you told me you grew up in a foster home, but you never told me what happened to your parents. You don't have to tell me yet. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. My mother had me when she was pretty young. My father, I guess he wasn't really interested in sticking around. So she raised me till I was about 5, but she liked to party a lot. I guess one night somebody called Child Services. They found me at home alone, and that was it. From then on, I was in foster care. She used to come and visit me a couple of times, but after a while, she stopped coming.
That must have been really terrible for you not having a family.
Yeah. You learn to deal with it.
Jara's here again?
She called me about a year ago. Told me how sorry she was, said she wanted to start over.
What'd you say?
I said, no, of course. Look, she wasn't interested in being a part of my life then. I'm not interested in having her in my life now.
And you said she was very young when she had you. Maybe she realized what a mistake she made. Maybe she wants to make it right.
No, nothing she could do could ever make it right. And it's not my responsibility to absolve her of her guilt.
I'm sorry. I know it's not my business. But she could be a part of your life now. Why don't you try to forgive her?
I wish it was as simple for me as it is for you.
It can be.
Wow. I wish I could see the world the way you do. You're really special, you know that? You really are.
It's getting pretty late. I'm gonna grab you some pillows and a blanket.
Okay.
Okay. Officer Sanchez.
Can I come in?
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, hey. Don and Olivia's alibis checked out, just like I knew they would. Olivia was at the gym at the time Rebecca Gold got murdered, and Don was at a board meeting. I'm still trying to track down Grayson. He's supposed to be at a conference somewhere out of town.
You came over here to tell us that personally?
No. Sonia, the DNA results came back. Now, the DNA sample that we have on file from Heather was over 20 years old. But it was still a 100% match. There's absolutely no question. You are Heather Bradley.
I know this is a lot for you to process right now.
We need to tell the Bradleys.
Yeah, and we will, but that can wait. Right now, you just need to take some time.
Don't you think they've waited long enough?
All right, I'll give them a call, set up a meeting.
What was Don's reaction when you called him?
I spoke with his assistant, told her that we needed to see him, that it was urgent. Yeah, are you sure you want to do this now? Here?
I just want to get it over with as soon as possible.
All right.
Get down!
Brendan! You're hurt.
I'm all right. Stay here.
We heard shots. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Did you see the shooter? While we wait for the police, come inside, please. This way to my office.
So you're telling me that someone was trying to prevent Sonia from figuring out if she was Heather?
Yeah. We think it was the same person who broke into Sonia's mother's place a few days ago.
Why would they do that?
I think they were trying to look for the birth certificate.
Did you tell anybody we were coming here today?
No, of course not. This is a private family matter.
Whoever shot at us is probably the same person who killed Sonia's mother and Rebecca Gold.
Heather's nanny?
Yeah. She was killed yesterday.
What?
We were supposed to meet with her. Somebody got to her first.
My secretary told me you wanted to see me about something important, but I didn't realize it was Rebecca.
No, that's not why we came. Sonia's DNA test results came back yesterday. It's a perfect match with your daughter.
I don't know what to say.
We were able to find the attorney who handled Sonia's adoption. Sonia's mother contacted him after she found the birth certificate. Turns out he's connected to Rebecca Gold. Now she's dead, and he skipped the country.
No, that's not possible. Rebecca was like family. She would never have done that to us.
I have to take this. Brandon Hayes.
This is all so overwhelming. And my wife, I hope you understand. I need to try to find a way to tell her. I'm just not sure my wife is emotionally strong enough to deal with this right now.
I understand.
How insensitive of me. This must be very difficult for you as well, having just lost your mother. It's just a worry about my wife. After all these years and all the disappointments, it's...
That was Hector. They spotted a car Parkway West, matches the description of the one that shot at us.
We really need to get you to the hospital.
No, I'm fine. Okay, it's just a graze. We don't have time for that right now.
At least let me check it out.
Okay. Thank you, Don.
Thank you.
I'll be in touch.
This is pretty deep. We should have got you to the hospital.
No. You shouldn't be out there till we figure out who's doing this.
Brandon, I would never forgive myself if anything happened to you because of me.
No. Don't worry about me. All right, how you holding up?
I don't know how to feel right now.
That's my tech guy about the crest on the security footage.
I'm sorry I lied to you before. I just wanted to wait until we were certain.
I want to hear it from her.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Why don't you want me to see her? Why don't you want me to do anything?
I've seen this symbol before.
Where?
Stay away from us or you're gonna regret it.
This crest was on Grayson's sweatshirt when he came to see me. Come on.
Well, we gotta call Hector.
We'll call him on the way.
Olivia? Here? I'm sorry I upset you earlier. I need to go back to the office for a bit. I won't be long. I love you. Grayson, it's your father. Why aren't you returning my calls? It's important. I need to talk to you.
You are not gonna stop me this time.
I think that's Buddy Reed. He used to work here.
Used to?
Got let go after he got into a fight with a client. That kind of nasty temper doesn't fly around here.
Do you know if Buddy was Grayson Bradley's trainer?
Yeah, I believe he was.
Thank you.
Need you to run a registration on their car right away. Sanchez.
Yeah, it's Ace. I think the guy that broke into Sonia's mother's house is a guy named Buddy Reed, personal trainer for Grayson Bradley.
Why do you think that?
Well, one of the trainers at the gym ID'd him from a photo we enhanced from Sonia's neighbor's security camera.
Oh, yeah. I don't think Buddy's gonna be talking anytime soon.
What do you mean?
He's dead. He just rolled his car in that high-speed chase.
Buddy Reed is dead. Okay, listen. I think Buddy Reed was hired by Grayson Bradley to prevent Sonia from proving that she is Heather Bradley. What you need to do is bring him in for questioning. Better yet, issue a warrant for his arrest.
Now go. Grayson Bradley was speaking at a conference out of town. He's got an airtight alibi with about 100 witnesses.
That doesn't mean that he couldn't have hired Buddy Reed.
Yeah, look, I'm not hauling in the son of the richest family in town on a hunch.
Come on, Hector.
No, sorry. I'm gonna need more than that.
Fine.
What?
Listen, with Buddy Reed dead, we're not gonna be able to prove that he was working with Grayson.
So what are we gonna do?
We're gonna head to the office, take a look at a few things.
I'm coming with you.
No. Safest place for you to be is at your mother's house with police surveillance. I'll drop you on the way. There has to be something here. Mark Green, CEO of Mitchell Strategic Engineering, dies.
Olivia Bradley said to take over as CEO. Olivia Bradley attacked Rebecca Gold, diagnosed with paranoid personality disorder.
All right. Take it from here.
Thank you.
Brandon, you have more news?
No, I was hoping you could clarify something for me.
Yeah, what's that?
Is it true Olivia was institutionalized after Heather's disappearance?
You can imagine how hard it is for a mother who's lost her child.
She attacked Rebecca Gold.
My wife became convinced that Rebecca knew what happened to Heather and that she was lying to her. The truth is, Olivia was just not herself for a long time after Heather disappeared. And in many ways, she still isn't.
What if Janet Daniels contacted your wife after she found the birth certificate?
What are you implying? My wife would never hurt anyone.
You just said she was institutionalized for just that.
Yes, but that's different. She just lost a baby.
What if your wife thought Janet was lying? Just like Rebecca was. Did you tell your wife about the DNA results?
Of course I did, but...
But what?
I don't think she believed me.
Mr. Bradley, where is your wife right now?
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Mrs. Bradley. Please come in. Can I offer you something to drink? Coffee or tea?
Tea would be lovely.
I'll just get the kettle going. Please, have a seat.
Thank you.
Sonia, it's me, Brandon. Call me as soon as possible. I think we've been looking at the wrong Bradley. I'll tell you when I see him. Just stay in your house, all right? Do not leave your house.
So I guess Dawn told you about the DNA results?
Yes. That's why I'm here.
Well, I'm glad you came. I wasn't sure.
It's just so hard to know what's true. There's something you need to know. It's just very complicated.
Would you excuse me a minute?
Come on, Hector, pick up, pick up!
Mrs. Bradley?
Officer down, I need backup. Hang in there, buddy. I got help on the way. Sonia!
Why are you doing this?
Looks like it's all been a little too much for my wife. Isn't that right, Olivia?
It's you.
I need you to put out an APB on Olivia Bradley's car. I have reason to believe she's abducted Sonia Daniels.
I don't understand. Why would you do this?
Everything was fine until your mother found that birth certificate. Why'd you have to leave it in the diaper bag? And why'd Rebecca have to be so stupid as to hand the bag over to the attorney along with the baby?
You hired Buddy Reed to kill my mother?
After she found the birth certificate, called the attorney she'd adopted you from. He called me in a panic. I couldn't have your mother going to the police, ruining everything I'd worked for all these years.
What kind of sick person are you? You arranged to have your daughter stolen?
That's just the point. You are not my daughter. Did you really think all these years that I didn't know? My wife thought that I married her for her money. So she had an affair with her childhood sweetheart.
The man from the photograph in your house?
She got pregnant. She was gonna leave me. I couldn't let her take everything away from me. So Mark had to have a little accident.
Mark? You killed Mark?
I paid Rebecca Gold to take you from the church and sell you to the adoption attorney.
But you told me the DNA results were negative, that she wasn't my daughter.
I told you what you wanted to hear. That she was a liar, just like all the others. Did you actually think I'd let you keep that bastard's baby?
Don't you hurt her!
Let me go.
Afraid I can't do that. Not when I'm about to take the company public. It's such a shame what's happened to poor Olivia Bradley. Every woman will believe that she was driven to madness by all these imposters and ends up killing her daughter and then herself. If only you could have just left things alone.
Freeze! Drop the gun!
Oh, shit. It was him. It was Don.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm really glad you decided to stay and keep your mama's house. She'd be so proud.
And they let you transfer your residency.
Yeah, well, there were some extenuating circumstances.
Sylvia's got some company.
Come on. I made a new batch of my famous chicken just last night.
Those are the magic words.
Now, do you want biscuits?
I didn't think you'd be back so soon.
Yeah, I got back last night.
So, how did it go with your mother?
It's good. We agreed to take things one day at a time. So how's Olivia? Have you seen her?
Yeah, she's getting stronger every day now that she's not on the pills Don convinced her she needed.
And Grayson?
It's tough for him, but I think he's coming around.
I guess God gave us both a second chance, huh?
Looks like he really did. And speaking of second chances, I had a question for you.
What's that?
Now that this is all over, do you think we could try that kiss again?
Thank you for taking such good care of our little girl.